Usually, I'll be dancing to that song, but I'm just, just wasn't feeling it today. I know it's like horrible because this is day one. This is day one of my Wallaby experience. You can visit my blog at www. I'm just kidding. I don't have a blog. I'm not that smart. Anyway, so pretty much this is welcome. Yeah. Hey, what's up? My name's Aaron. Aaron Wells, and I go to Word of Life Bible Institute, and pretty much I don't really know why I'm doing this. It's just music, and I was cool. So I just want to share with like the 6 people who watch this about pretty much like just what I do. I say pretty much too much. Pretty much. Anyway, so I say a lot. People say all the time. So what I want to do is like document, I guess. It'll be like a documentary. Like maybe I'll walk around and interview people from time to time when I, get out of the room, which doesn't really happen that much. But anyway, so what I want to, like my goal for this is to give everybody kind of a taste of what I do at Word of Life. Because Sam Gottschall, he was my mentor as well as my friend, he said that one time that he would like to. Actually, I think I said this, but I don't know, whatever. I thought it was cool. He said that it would be cool to, I said it would be cool to like strap like a GoPro to my head and like follow me around all day. I'm not gonna do that because that's too much work, but a little bit. This is like 20% of like my thoughts. So get into my head a little bit. But anyway, speaking of thoughts, things we think about, right? Like the Bible. Bible's full of wisdom and thoughts. And I was reading in this awesome book of Luke. Now, Luke was a super awesome guy because he got to spend a lot of his life with like the most awesome guy ever, which is Jesus. And something caught my eye in here. Well, because I highlighted it, and it's the Bible. And it's in Luke 6:32. It says, "If you love those who love you, what benefit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them." So it's like, have you guys ever felt like, I know that I get this feeling sometimes, this feeling that I'm just giving so much out, or that, you just, almost like I care too much for people. I saw this quote on a website, and it said, "Stop crossing oceans for people who wouldn't step over a puddle for you." And I think that's like kind of like the world's view of like, hey, if you're doing so much for this person and they're not giving you anything back, then just stop, because why would you put so much effort into somebody who's not going to do anything for you? But this verse says the opposite of that. "If you love those who love you, what benefit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them." So it's saying like, if you're like constantly have that feeling that you are putting yourself out there almost and being like, here's like, I care for you, and you're not getting anything back, that's not what our mindset should be. Our mindset should be that that we're loving those people because God wants us to love them. Verse 33, it says, "If you do good to those who do good to you, what benefit is that to you? For even sinners do the same." And what I think is really cool is what it says in verse 35. Luke 6:35 says, "But love your enemies, and do good, and lend, expecting nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, for he is kind to the ungrateful and the evil." Then verse 36 says, "Be merciful, even as your Father is merciful." So it's taking that idea of the gospel, the truth, that God didn't have to give us. It's taking that thing, grace. God didn't have to save us. He didn't have to come down to earth, and Jesus didn't have to die on the cross, but he did. And it says, verse 36 says, "Be merciful, even as your Father is merciful." So when you take the gospel that we've been saved, and it's like that unconditional love, not expecting anything in return.
just like how you, so we should take that and put that into how we care and how we lend, verse um, verse 35, lending, and take that into account as we give to other people and not expecting anything in return. So that was just cool, but I thought it was cool. Hope you think it's cool too. But yeah. So I will see you tomorrow, because that's pretty much the end. So.